Welcome to the Solid Signal Podcast for the week of April 7th, 2014. This week there's not a whole lot going on, but next week is going to be one of the most important weeks in DIRECTV's year-long schedule, and it's the one that DIRECTV enthusiasts are probably more interested in than most of the investor calls and the financial stuff that tends to show up on our radar from time to time. I'm talking about DIRECTV Revolution. If you don't know about DIRECTV Revolution, I don't blame you because it's not something that's really advertised to people. However, it is the premier event for all of DIRECTV's third-party dealers. It's a lot of fun. This year it will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we will have a representative on site. We got an early look at the schedule and what's going to actually be released at this show. And some of it I can tell you about and some of it I can't until next week, at the earliest, possibly the week after that. Let's get started with the stuff that I can talk to you about. And one of these amazing little devices is something that is available now at Solid Signal, and the other one will be coming soon. We've been talking about DIRECTV's C41W wireless Jeannie mini client for, well, close to a year actually. It is a little bit late to market, I suppose, although it really didn't have a specific date. We just expected it last year. The wireless Jeannie Mini was held up so it could be perfect. Let's be honest, AT&T has a wireless client that they've had for about 2 years, 2.5 years now, and the truth is it's not very good. You can't go very far away from the base unit, and it's a little bit glitchy. I've seen it in myself, and it's not something I'd rely on all the time. On the other hand, DIRECTV's wireless client gives you the same exact performance as its wired client. Folks, I have both. I've been using both for quite some time, and I'm here to tell you there just is not any difference between wired and wireless clients here. Why? Because of DIRECTV's use of 802.11 AC networking and multiple in, multiple out antennas. All you need to know is that it works. Oh, and there's one other little bit as well. In order to make it work, you're going to need this handsome devil, a DIRECTV wireless video bridge. If you're getting this podcast over YouTube, I'm showing you pictures of this stuff, and if you're getting it over audio, well, I do apologize, but you might want to check the YouTube feed of this podcast when you have a second. Both of these devices are available now at Solid Signal, and if you're getting this through YouTube, I've popped up those links during the video so you can click right through to them. The other device that DIRECTV is most likely going to show is not something we can offer quite yet because it's not available quite yet. We do hope that DIRECTV will start offering it to us very soon, and that's the new Generation 2 Jeannie Go. Jeannie Go is a must-have device if you take your content with you or if you want to watch stuff that you've recorded at home anywhere on the road. You can stream stuff that you've recorded to your mobile device, whether it's Android or iOS, tablet or phone, and even better, you can offload that content onto the device so you don't have to use up your data plan while you're doing it. It's inexpensive. It's about half the price of comparable products from third-party dealers. And on top of which, the new Generation 2 Jeannie Go gives you the option to connect either via coax or Ethernet. And that's important because you may not have an Ethernet connection where you want to use it. It's simpler and easier to understand, and in some cases, if you're using newer hardware, it's also going to transcode a lot faster. It's a win-win. We can't offer this for sale at Solid Signal yet, as I said, but I'm popping up a link to our review so you'll know what it's all about. We're not expecting any other residential equipment to be shown at the DIRECTV Revolution show. However, I have heard some whisperings, some mumblings, if you will, that there's going to be a couple of interesting things for commercial customers as well. In the meantime, my podcasts of late have been a little bit long, and so I'm going to try to end this one on time. Now here's the part where I beg. Folks, I know that I get a lot of listens on the Solid Signal podcast, a lot of YouTube views, but I don't get a lot of feedback. I'd really love it if you'd suggest a topic for a future podcast. Click that orange button at the top right of Solid Signal's blog.solidsignal.com. It says suggest a topic because I'm feeling a little bit lonely. And when I get lonely, I get interested in sound effects. And I guarantee if I don't get some suggestions, I'm going to be forced to pull out the cricket sound effect. Nobody likes that. Nobody wins. So On that note, I'll bid you all a good week. As I said, your blog team will be at DirecTV Revolution next week, so we may be running a best of podcast, or we may have something pre-recorded for you. Until I talk to you again and hopefully get a suggestion from you, have a great one.